Hello, everybody, and welcome. My name is Jeremy Sever. I'm Lowell and Susan Sever's son, and some of you have seen me here before. I'm going to play some music for you today. I've been here a couple times before. This is going to be kind of a mix of some things I've played here before and some things I haven't. And I'm happy to see all of you here on this lovely day. I'm going to start out with a song by Paul Simon that is from his Graceland album. It's called I Know What I Know. She looked me over and I knew she thought I was alright. Alright in a sort of limited way for an off night. Said, don't I know you from the cinematographer's party? And I said, who am I to blow against the wind? I know what I know, sing what I have said, we come and we go. It's a thing that I keep in the back of my head. I know what I know, sing what I have said, we come and we go. It's a thing that I keep in the back of my head, in the back of my head, singing whoop, 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 whoop. Something about you that really reminds me of money. She was the kind of person that said things that weren't that funny. I said, well, what does that mean? I really remind you of money. And I said, who am I to blow against the wind? I know what I know, sing what I have said, we come and we go. It's a thing that I keep in the back of my head. I know what I know, sing what I have said, we come and we go. It's a thing that I keep in the back of my head, in the back of my head, saying whoop, 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 whoop. She moved so easily, all I could think of was starlight. She said, weren't you the person who was recently given a Fulbright? She said, don't I know you from the cinematographer's party? And I said, who am I to blow against the wind? Know what I know, sing what I have said, we come and we go. It's a thing that I keep in the back of my head. I know what I know, sing what I have said, we come and we go. It's a thing that I keep in the back of my head, 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 in the back of my head. I know what I know, I know what I know. Thank you very much. Get myself hydrated here. All right, my next song is by a group called, it's written by a guy named Jeff Tweedy, who has a band called Wilco. This was a band he was in before Wilco called Uncle Tupelo. And they recorded a few records back in the early 90s, and I just think this is a really great song. It's called New Madrid. All my daydreams, disasters. She's the one I think I love. Rivers burn, then run backwards. let's see, what's next? Oh yeah. Next one, this is one I would be surprised if there was many people here that do not know this song. This is an old Bob Dylan song. It's called Blowing in the Wind. Before she sleeps in the sand. How many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. Is blowing in the wind. How many times can a man look up before he can see the sky? How many years must one man have before he can hear people cry? How many deaths will it take till he knows too many people have died? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. How many years can a mountain exist before it is washed to the sea? How many years can some people exist before they're allowed to be free? How many times can a man turn his head, pretend that he just doesn't see? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Thank you. Okay, I need to use my cheat sheet on this one. This next song is by a guy just a huge fan of. He's I think one of the best songwriters I've ever heard, and also one of the best guitar players I've ever heard. His name's Richard Thompson, and he used to be in a band called Fairport Convention back in the day, and since then he's had a very long and illustrious solo career without ever becoming like a huge famous guy, but he is really amazing. This song is called From Galway to Graceland. Oh, she dressed in the dark, and she whispered amen. She was pretty in pink like a young girl again. 20 years married, but she never thought twice west coast of Ireland to West Tennessee to be with a sweetheart. She left everything from Galway to Graceland to be with the king. She was humming Suspicion, that's the song she liked best. She had Elvis, I love you tattooed on her breast. They landed in Memphis, her heart beat so fast. She dreamed for so long, now she'd see him at last. She was down by his graveside day after day. Come closing time, they would drag her away to be with her sweetheart. She left everything from Galway to Graceland to be with the king. From the whole human race to pay their respects at his last resting place. But blindly she knelt there and she told him her dreams, and she thought that he answered, that's how it seemed. And they dragged her away, it was handcuffs this time. She said, my dear man, are you out of your mind? Can't you see that we're married? See him wearing his ring. I've come from Galway to Graceland to be with the king. Come from Galway to Graceland to be with the king. Thank you. Don't need that anymore. All right, this next song is, there's a couple slow songs there. I'm going to pick up the pace a little bit. This is an old Grateful Dead song. It is called Deal. Cost a lot to win. Oops, sorry, you guys. Let me try that again. Cost a lot to win, and even more to lose. You and me bound to spend some time wondering what to choose. It goes to show you don't ever know. Watch each card you play and play it slow. Wait until that deal comes round. Don't you let that deal go down, no, no. Gambling hereabouts for 10 good solid years. If I told you about all that went down, it would burn off both of your ears. It goes to show you don't ever know. Watch each card you play and play it slow. Wait until that deal comes round. Don't you let that deal go down, no, no.
course this afternoon. I think it has something to do with the fact that I've spent 5 hours in the car today. But I'll make it through here. This next song is another song by one of my other favorite songwriters, a guy named Townes Van Zandt. This song's been covered by a number of different people, Willie Nelson, Emmylou Harris, and others. It's called Poncho and Lefty.
Gonna keep you free and clean. Now you wear your skin like iron, your breath's as hard as kerosene. You weren't your mama's only boy, but a favorite one it seems. She began to cry as you said goodbye, sank into your dreams. Poncho was a bandit, boys. His horse was fast as polished steel. He wore his gun outside his pants for all the honest world to feel. Poncho met his match, you know, on the deserts down in Mexico. Nobody heard his dying words. But that's the way it goes. And all the federales say could have had him any day. We only let him hang around out of kindness, I suppose. Lefty, he can't sing the blues all night long like he used to. The dust that Poncho bit down south ended up in Lefty's mouth. And daily laid poor Poncho low. Lefty split for Ohio, where he got the bread to go. There ain't nobody knows. All the federales say could have had him any day. We only let him slip away out of kindness, I suppose. Poets tell how Poncho fell. Lefty's living in a cheap hotel. The desert's quiet and Cleveland's cold. The story ends, we're told. Poncho needs your presents too. Save a few for Lefty too. He only did what he had to do. Now he's growing old. And all the federales say could have had him any day. Only let him go so long out of kindness, I suppose. A few great federales say could have had him any day. We only let him go so wrong out of kindness, I suppose. Very much. Poncho and Lefty. Okay, let's see, what's next? Oh yeah. This is one I just recently learned. It's a little tricky. I hope I can do it. I've been practicing it a lot. I have a cheat sheet here. I don't think I need it anymore though. This is a song by the Indigo Girls. It's called Closer to Fine. life after all, yeah. The darkness has a hunger that's insatiable, and the darkness has a howl that's hard to hear. I wrap my fear around me like a blanket. I sailed my ship of safety till I sank it. I'm crawling on your shore. And I went to the doctor, I went to the mountains, I looked to the children, I drank from the fountains. There's more than one answer to these questions, pointing me the crooked line. And the less I seek my source for some definitive, closer I am to find. Closer I am to find. I went to see the doctor of philosophy with a poster of Rasputin and a beard down to his knee. He never did marry or see a big movie. He paraded my performance. I said he could see through me. I spent 4 years prostrate to the higher mind. Got my paper and I was free. I went to the doctor, I went to the mountains, I looked to the children, I drank from the fountains. And there's more than one answer to these questions, pointing in a crooked line. Unless I seek my source for some definitive, closer I am to find. Closer I am to find. I stopped by a bar at 3 a.m. to seek solace in a bottle or possibly a friend. And I woke up with a headache like my head against a board, twice as cloudy as I'd been the night before. And I went in seeking clarity. I went to the doctor, I went to the mountain, I looked to the children, I drank from the fountain. Yeah, we go to the doctor, we go to the mountain, we look to the children, we drink from the fountain. Yeah, we go to the Bible, we go through the workout, we read up on revival, we stand up for the lookout. There's more than one answer to these questions, pointing me in a crooked line. And unless I seek my source for some definitive, closer I am to find. Closer I am to find. Closer I am to find. Thank you.
All right, let's see. I definitely need a cheat sheet on this one. This one has a lot of words. It's kind of a longer song. It's also, take a drink before I sing this. It's also probably the saddest song that I've ever heard in my life. So I love sad songs. I love songs that make me cry. This one makes me cry every time I hear it. I've been practicing singing it without it making me cry. It's a little bit easier to sing it, but it's very cathartic for me to sing this song. It's by an Australian songwriter named Eric Bogle. He wrote it around, I think, the early 80s. I learned it from a group called the Pogues, who were an Irish band. They recorded it in the mid-80s. And I just think it's a really powerful song. I think songs that bring out these really strong emotions really show the power of music to me, and the power of words, and especially when they're combined. So anyway, and I promise that I will follow it with something more lighthearted. It's called "And the Band Played Waltzing Matilda." When I was a young man, I carried my pack. Live the free life of a rover. From the Murray's green basin to the dusty outback,
waltzed my Matilda all over. Then in 1915, my country said, son, it's time to stop rambling, 'cause there's work to be done. Gave me a tin hat and they gave me a gun. They sent me away to the war. And the band played Waltz and Matilda as we sailed away from the key. And amidst all the tears, the shouts and the cheers, we sailed off for Gallipoli. How well I remember that terrible day. The blood stained the sand and the water. And how in that hell that they called Suvla Bay, we were butchered like lambs at the slaughter. Johnny Turk, he was ready. He primed himself well. He chased us with bullets. He rained us with shells. In 5 minutes flat, he blown us all to hell. Nearly blew us right back to Australia. But the band played Waltz and Matilda. We stopped to bury our slain. We buried ours, the Turks buried theirs. We started all over again. Those that were left, well, we tried to survive. Mad world of blood, death and fire. And for 10 weary weeks I kept myself alive. Round me the corpses piled higher. Then the big Turkish shell knocked me arse over tip. When I awoke in my hospital bed, I saw what it had done. Christ, I wished I was dead. Never knew there were worse things than dying. For no more I'll go waltzing Matilda all around the green bush far and near. For the hump, tent and pace, a man needs 2 legs. No more waltzing Matilda for me. So they collected the cripples, the wounded, the maimed. They shipped us back home to Australia. The armless, the legless, the blind, the insane, those proud wounded heroes of Suvla. And as our ships pulled into Circular Quay, I looked at the place where my legs used to be, and thank Christ there was nobody waiting for me to grieve and to mourn and to pity. And the band played Waltz and Matilda as they carried us down the gangway. But nobody cheered, they just stood and stared. They turned all their faces away. before me. And I watch my old comrades, how proudly they march, living old dreams of past glory. And the old men march slowly, all bent, stiff and sore, forgotten heroes of a forgotten war. And the young people ask, what are they marching for? And I ask myself the same question. And the band plays waltzing Matilda, and the old men still answer the call. Year after year, the numbers get fewer, someday no one will march here at all. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, who'll come a waltzing Matilda with me?
As promised, this next one is more lighthearted. This is a song by a great songwriter named Tom T. Hall, and it is from a version that I learned from a great guitar, not personally, but from listening to a version by a great guitar player named Leo Codby. The song is called Pamela Brown. I'm the guy who didn't marry pretty Pamela Brown, educated, well-intentioned, good girl in our town. I wonder where I'd be today if she had loved me too. Probably be driving kids to school. I guess I owe it all to Pamela Brown. All of my good times, all my roaming around. One of these days I might be in your town, and I guess I owe it all to Pamela Brown. Seen the lights of cities and I've been inside the doors, sailed to foreign countries, walked upon their shores. Guess the guy she married was the best part of my luck. She dug him cause he drove a pickup truck. I guess I owe it all to Pamela Brown. All of my good times, all my roaming around. One of these days I might be in your town, and I guess I owe it all to Pamela Brown. One of these days I might be in your town, and I guess I owe it all to Pamela Brown. I don't have to tell you just how beautiful she was, everything it takes to get a guy like me in love. Lord, I hope she's happy, 'cause she sure deserves to be, especially for what she did for me. I guess I owe it all to Pamela Brown. All of my good
Yes, I owe it all to Pamela Brown. Yes, I owe it all to Pamela Brown. Thank you.
I think I'm right on track to get all my songs done in my allotted time. This next song I think is one of the most amazing songs ever written by one of my favorite songwriters, Joni Mitchell. It's called Both Sides Now. I can't sing it like her. But who can, right? Besides Joni Mitchell.
And flows of angel hair and ice cream castles in the air and feather canyons everywhere. Looked at clouds that way, but now they only block the sun. They rain and snow on everyone. So many things I would have done, the clouds got in my way. I've looked at clouds from both sides now, from up and down, and still somehow it's clouds and illusions I recall. I really don't know clouds at all. Moons and Junes and Ferris wheels, the dizzy dancing way you feel as every fairy tale comes real. Looked at love that way, but now it's just another show. You leave them laughing when you go, and if you care, don't let them know. Don't give yourself away. I've looked at love from both sides now, from give and take, and still somehow it's love's illusions I recall. I really don't know love at all. Tears and fears and feeling proud to say I love you right out loud. Dreams and schemes and circus crowds looked at life that way, but now old friends are acting strange. They shake their heads, they say I've changed, but something's lost and something's gained, living every day. I've looked at life from both sides now, from win and lose, and still somehow it's life's illusions I recall. I really don't know life at all. I've looked at life from both sides now,
Okay, well, I made this set list and then I realized that these two songs, there's kind of a connection between these two, and I wasn't thinking of that when I did it. So Joni Mitchell came to us from Canada by way of Laurel Canyon, California. This next artist also came to us from Canada by way of Laurel Canyon, California, and his name is Neil Young, right around the same time. So this is a Neil Young song. I don't like to go anywhere without playing a Neil Young song. So this one is probably familiar to most, if not all of you. Keep me searching for a heart of gold, and I'm getting old. Keep me searching for a heart of gold, and I'm getting old. A fine line, keep me searching for a heart of gold, and I'm getting old. Keep me searching for a heart of gold, and I'm getting old. Searching for a heart of gold. Keep me searching and I'm growing old. Keep me searching for a heart of gold. Been a miner for a heart of gold. Oh, Thank you. This is the last song that I have to cheat on. Put this out here a little further so I can see it. I have a story about this song. I played the
Microphone.
Yeah, sorry.
Can't hear you, huh? Come on, I mean phone.
I have a story about this song. Last time I was here, I played this song, and I mentioned that I had never actually heard the original version of it. It's by a guy named Steve Goodman, and I mentioned that I had never heard the Steve Goodman version, but that I learned it from a version by Arlo Guthrie. And in a case of the weird Big Brother, aka Facebook, is watching us, or listening to us, the very next day, I was scrolling Facebook, and on my Facebook feed was a video of Steve Goodman singing this song. And it's called City of New Orleans.
usual Monday morning rail. 15 cars and 15 restless riders, 3 conductors, 25 sacks of mail. All along the southbound Odyssey, the train pulls out of Concord, rolls along the houses, farms and fields, passing trains that have no name, and freight yards full of old black men, and graveyards of rusted automobiles. Good morning, America, how are you? Said, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Dealing card games with the old men in club cars. A penny a point, ain't no one keeping score. Pass the paper bag that holds the bottle, and feel the wheels rumbling beneath the floor. My sons are pulling porters and the sons of engineers ride their father's magic carpet made of steel. Mothers with their babes asleep, rocking to a gentle beat, and the rhythm of the rails is all they feel. Good morning, America, how are you? Said, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Nighttime on the city of New Orleans, changing cars in Memphis, Tennessee. Halfway home and we'll be there by morning, through the Mississippi darkness rolling down to the sea. But all the towns and people seem to fade into a bad dream. The steel rail still ain't heard the news. The conductor sings his songs again, the passengers will please refrain. This train's got the disappearing railroad blues. How are you? Said, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Good morning, America, how are you? Said, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done.
Got a couple more songs. Much like Neil Young, I don't like to go anywhere without without a Beatles song. This next one is not really one that you often hear on acoustic guitar. The original version's got a lot of production and strings and all kinds of stuff, but I was messing around with it one day and I was like, kind of works. So it's from Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. It's probably going to be familiar. It's called A Day in the Life.
About a lucky man who made the grade. And though the news was rather sad, well, I just had to laugh. I saw the photograph. He blew his mind out in a car. He didn't notice lights had changed. A crowd of people stood and stared. They'd seen his face before. Nobody was really sure if he was from the house or not. I saw a film today, oh boy. The English army had just won the war. A crowd of people turned away, but I just had to look, having read the book. I'd love to tell you woke up, fell out of bed, dragged a comb across my head, found my way downstairs and drank a cup. Looking up, I noticed I was late. Found my coat and grabbed my hat, made the bus in seconds flat. Found my way upstairs and had a smoke. Somebody spoke and I went into a dream. I read the news today, oh boy. 4,000 holes in Blackburn, Lancashire. And though the holes were rather small, they had to count them all. Now they know how many holes it takes to fill the Albert Hall. I'd love to tell
I got one more. I always close with this song. This one is my mom's favorite.
Okay. Where's your mom?
She's back there. Raise your hand, Susan Sever.
Who's your daddy?
We don't know.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. That wasn't
Shame on you,
Susan.
all right. Give it up for Mom and Pa Sever back there. Susan the Mole. All right. This song is called Ripple. It's an old Grateful Dead song. And about 2/3 of the time I make it through the guitar intro without stumbling over my fingers, so we'll see how I do this time. Did glow with the gold of sunshine. My tunes were played on a harp unstrung. Would you hear my voice come through the music?
hearts are broken. Perhaps they're better left unsung. I don't know. Don't really care. Let there be songs to fill the air. Ripple in still water when there is no pebble tossed, no wind to blow. Reach out your hand. If your cup be empty, if your cup is full, may it be again, let it be known. There is a fountain that was not named, by the hands of men. There is a road, no simple highway between the dawn and the dark of night. And if you go, no one may follow. That path is for your steps alone. Ripple in still water when there is no pebble tossed, no wind to blow. You who choose to lead must follow. But if you fall alone. If you should stay, then who's to guide you? If I knew the way, I would take you home. La 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 la, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da da da, la da 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 da, la da da da, la da da. Thank you very much. That's all I got.